Friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, it doesn't work without you guys. So let's get open for business here. And let's wake up the football gods. Wake up here, guys. Wake up. Hope you guys tune in tonight for our live stream, 9 o'clock Eastern. We'll be talking about the Cowboys. I know it's a slow week and everything else because it's the bye week. But we've got still a lot of stuff to figure out for next year. 2020 sucks. 2020 has been hell. A lot of us have lost our jobs, have lost loved ones, are losing our mind. And I lost my brother this week. And my brother, he taught me quite a few things. My brother Tony had more degrees than you could shake a stick at, but he was never one to hurry up and get into the rat race. He was not rich with a whole lot of money, but I tell you what, he was rich with the people's lives that he touched. He packed in a lot. I mean, from living in building houses in Boulder County, Colorado, and Alaska, and Hawaii, and then on the Eastern Shore, finding ways to live off the land, doing things that a lot of us just kind of dreamed of. I mean, flying airplanes and, elk hunting or moose hunting or skin diving in the Pacific Ocean off of Hawaii. He taught me a lot that makes me realize that we're so busy about chasing the dollar and the money. And it's not about how much money, because when you go, that money isn't saying anything about you. It's about that story that you make along the way, those relationships that you build, those memories and thoughts that people have about you. And you ain't got time to waste, because as Jerry Jones even said,
I don't have time to have a bad time. It isn't on my schedule.
That's right. I don't have time to have a bad time. And you know what? I'm tired of wasting my time. I love YouTube. And here's the great thing about YouTube and the internet and all that stuff is freedom of choice. You are free to watch anything that you want to watch. It's true. Nobody has to be. In fact, you are free to create your own channel within YouTube guidelines to put out what you want to put out. Now, I don't work for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't own the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys don't listen to what I say. At least I don't think they do. Maybe they should, but that's a discussion for a different day. But what I put out here on my YouTube channel is my thoughts and my opinion. Right or wrong, they're my thoughts and my opinions. And if you like what I'm serving here, then you're free to be here. If you don't like what I'm serving here, you don't. I guarantee there's plenty of places to go. And one of the things I'm not going to waste my time anymore is with freaking idiots. Dumbasses that just want to go through and hate Dak Prescott for no reason and not even have a... Because here's the thing. Most of the people that hate Dak Prescott don't know a damn thing about football. You just follow along with the crap that you get told on the talking shows and just follow that along. Most of you got, get Trevor Lawrence. Well, we'll just get Trevor Lawrence. What do you know about Trevor Lawrence? What do you know about Trevor Lawrence? That's what I want to know. Because the same idiots are saying, get Trevor Lawrence, the same ones that are saying, Andy Dalton's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. Oh, man, I'll take Sam Darnold over Dak Prescott. Oh, give me Baker Mayfield. Because you come through and say, Dak is this, Dak is that, Dak ain't shit, but you don't have a solution for it. Because this is the one that really just kind of set me off today. Just set me off. And I'm a little upset. I'm a little tired. I'm a little bit edgy and things, okay? Because good people are leaving this place here that shouldn't have to. While freaking idiots just get along with whatever. Dak is an average quarterback at best. He has running capabilities, but yet doesn't run often. And he's not going to throw the Cowboys to a win, meaning he's not very accurate with the ball. I ain't got time for dumbasses like this. Tell me how many average quarterbacks had not one, not two, but 3 games of over 400 yards in a row. You're telling me a guy who's not accurate can do that? Is that what you're going to tell me? Is that what you're going to tell me? If you're saying, okay, tell me, buddy, who is not average then? I could say Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is definitely there. I could say Russell Wilson, but you know what? Russell Wilson in the last 4 games has had 8 turnovers. So you're going to say that he's average? Carson Wentz, the turnover machine. Are you going to say that, are we saying that that's Dak Prescott? Because I'd like to know who you have as quarterbacks that are so high and mighty that Dak is average at best. You see a team that's got how many touchdowns since he left? 2? Oh, all his yards come in the fourth quarter. I see we ain't getting nothing in the fourth quarter now, are we? I'm just sick and tired of idiots. Now listen, if that's your opinion, just keep it yourself. Because like I said, I ain't got time. I'm 55 years old. My brother is 61 years old and just died. My cousin lost his sister. Cousin's about the same age as I. Lost his sister about 8 years ago. My other cousin lost his brother about 8 years ago. I might not be here next year. So I'm not wasting my time with freaking idiots. Please go to Jared Johnson. He hates Dak Prescott. Go over there and have a ball, have a party. Feel free to. But I'm not taking that on this channel anymore. Peace. Now, it's amazing how somebody on the other side, outside of the place, actually has more common sense than actual Cowboy fans. My buddy here, I hadn't heard before. Shout out to Omar. Omar, thank you for sharing Frisk Unit. Check him out, subscribe him up, give him some love and all that. But I just want you to listen to this. Because all you freaking idiots that keep saying, get out Trevor Lawrence, you don't even know if Trevor Lawrence is going to stay in college or not. Because if the Jets have the number 1 pick, I can guarantee you he's going to be looking at it and say, I can stay in college and do this. Instead of going to the Jets and being screwed over. But I want to know, because all you got, Trevor Lawrence. Do you watch game films of Trevor Lawrence? Do you know something about Trevor? Have you watched the game of Trevor Lawrence's? Or are you just going by what ESPN has to say? Is that what you're doing?
Listen, I want to talk about the Cowboys again. But today's video is different because today's video is about Trevor Lawrence. Hey Cowboy fans, welcome to the Tank for Trevor Club. Alright, every time Daniel Jones throw a bad pass, my whole fan base say we need Trevor Lawrence. Welcome to the club, Cowboy fans. Go. Alright, this is the club that every time whoever's playing quarterback for your team, every time they make a bad read, every time they throw a 7-yard ball on 3rd and 8, every time they throw a pick, every time they fumble, every time they don't blink the right way. Welcome to the we need to get Trevor Lawrence or Trey Lance or Justin Fields. Right. Welcome to we need a new quarterback club. All right. Come on, sit right on down next to Fitz Vegas. Go ahead, park your little star-covered behind on a little bench right next to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not fun. If you love Dak Bortles, if you love old Dak Bortles, and you hoping that he recovers well and comes back and be the Dallas Cowboy quarterback, this whole video and this narrative is going to bother you for the remainder of the season. Because I can speak from being a Daniel Jones fan. It bothers me every time they say we need another quarterback.
It bothers them. And that's Daniel Jones.
My thing is this. If you're Jerry Jones, you got to look at this realistically. Now, Tom Brady is 43, Drew Brees is 41, Big Ben is 37, Aaron Rodgers is 37. Phillip Rivers is what? The same age, between 37 and 39? That would mean that at worst, Dak is 27 years old. At the bare minimum, he'll be at a Pro Bowl level till he's 37.
10 years.
That's 10 years. If he takes care of his body and he doesn't take a lot of hits, he could be Drew Brees. That's 4 more years because Drew Brees is 41. So that puts him in 14. And if he's some kind of cyborg who has mental issues and is determined to play until he's scraped off the field like a spatula to a hamburger, then he can play till he's 44, 45 like Tom Brady. So I asked Cowboy fans this question, and I think Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones are debating this right now. Why in the hell would we risk drafting one of these randoms at quarterback when we got a quarterback that we can literally have for the next 14 to 16 seasons under center?
Yep.
For what? I can see, even if he was 32, 33, if he was 30, I would get it. If he was in his 30s like Matt Ryan or Matthew Stafford, I understand. But 27? He's not even in his prime yet. How the hell could you remotely even consider taking another quarterback? That's blasphemous, to quote Stephen A. Smith.
Blasphemy.
That's a federal crime. Somebody should go to jail for suggesting that. If I'm Jerry Jones, I'm firing the first person to say, well, did you see the Trey Lance film? You're fired. Hey, Jerry, you see that Justin You're fired. Hey, Jerry, what about Trevor Lawrence?
You're fired.
You're suspended. Alright, well, I'm going to suspend you for bringing up Trevor Lawrence. Because if you get the first pick, you can't pass on that kid. I said the same thing with my team with the Giants. I'm like, look, I love Daniel Jones. I love him to death. But damn it, if we got the first pick, we take a Trevor Lawrence. Period. But anybody else? Man, please. I just settle for what I got. Justin Fields ain't no Andrew Luck. Trey Lance ain't no freaking Andrew Luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might as well keep what you got.
Right.
It's got to be a sure thing. You got to know what you're getting when you take those quarterbacks. And I've been saying this, and y'all know this, because I said the same thing about, when I'm defending Daniel Jones, this is what I always tell people, right? So, every year, Mel Kiper and Todd McShay, every year there's can't miss quarterback. No, there's like 3 of them. When was the last time you had a draft class that weren't like 3 quarterbacks? And it's like, damn, you got Carson Wentz, and then you got Jared Goff. And then this random named Dak Bortles got drafted in the 4th round.
I like that Dak Bortles.
You got Jameis, you got Mariota, you got freaking Deshaun, Mahomes, Trubisky. There are like 5 of them in the Lamar Jackson draft. Sam Darnold is this can't miss guy, and then Baker Mayfield come through wearing some ninja bandanas and have the great workout, and he gets drafted number 1. It's just like every year. So it's like, let me ask you a question. What's the difference between Jameis? What's the difference between Jared Goff? What's the difference between Joe Burrow and Kyler Murray? And now you got Trevor Lawrence. What the hell is the difference? All of every single year there's going to be some stud can't miss quarterback. I bet y'all every penny I'm worth, offshore and domestic in the Bank of America account. Alright? Every penny I got, like whether it's my offshore accounts or my domestic accounts. This time next year, it's November 11th, Cowboy fans. This time next year, there will be some can't miss quarterback that is the next Andrew Luck. He's the next Joe Burrow. He's the next Trevor Lawrence. And then there's going to be some other guy from a lesser known school who's putting up the same exact numbers. The people don't want to give him credit because he's not from the big school. He's not from Alabama or something. It's going to be
but shout out to Frisk Unit, a Giant fan. It's amazing that Giant fans got more sense than Cowboy fans. I mean, literally, he put it in a nutshell. You got a guy that you know is good. You're going to roll the dice and assume that we can go ahead and get somebody else. And at the same time, you're now ignoring positions that we have of need. If you're one of these teams that don't have a quarterback, you're hoping that you can get a guy that'll play like Dak Prescott. Well, we've got one who'll be coming back from injury. So we can focus in on those other positions, getting that left tackle, getting that safety, getting another linebacker or another stud pass rusher. The draft is wide open for us to take the best player available that will be an impact player. Do you think if we're able to get somebody like, let's say, Chase Young and be able to put on that defense, that it doesn't get together a whole lot better? We're in a position with Dak Prescott and this team to go to new heights. And that's my opinion. And if you think I'm stupid, then by all means go elsewhere. But I ain't going to waste my time with you anymore. Life's too short, and I have no idea how much time I have left. And I'll be damned if I'm going to give it to you. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but hey, we got to keep it real. 2020 has been a mother humper, and I'm fed up with just idiots. Peace out.